Welcome back, everybody. I believe we're on episode 23 now on Alma, Missouri, Chasing the Dream. It is finally soybean harvest time, so it's about, we gotta go in about 10 a.m. But, we finally get to work this field. That's what we've been waiting to do. And, this guy thought it'd be full by now, begging me to pull up alongside, but he's still going. So we'll zoom in a little bit. But over there where we had our oat field before, down below the greenhouses, we've cleaned it up a little bit, leveled it, put some dirt down, put some gravel. Kind of want to put a corn dryer down, but I also want to see how much we can invest, because the other thing I was thinking about is what's really stopping us from putting a corn dryer on the other side of those bins and taking away a little bit of this field. If not using all this field, but just something I was personally thinking of. There's a few corn dryers out there that are nice, a few that seem a little large, but the prices ranging anywhere from 150 to 500,000. So there's another thing I'm looking at investing in is, getting rid of our silo, our harvest store over there, and utilizing specialized BGA that'll create silage for us, along with methane and more digestate. So it's just something that I thought, kind of cool. I think it's about 100 grand. We can probably fit it right across the road as well. Let's see, you're gonna have to turn this a little bit. Don't want to take our beans out, but just something to ponder. Obviously, right now, the priority is going to be buying land. We've got to buy land. So he's going to try to drive off on me as soon as I start filling. There we go. But we want to purchase the land across the creek. We want to purchase maybe the field next to us to the right. And like I said, I want to expand that field a lot, which is going to take away our grass. So we might look into possibly purchasing a grass field, which... we're waiting for the electric charge to sell. That's the other thing. Got a lot of it. We're getting up there in methane now. Producing some digestate. We got some silage in there and some straw. Almost the same amount, which is kind of interesting. Silage over here. We got 152,000 liters. We got 181 still being processed. We're good there. Should be fine for winter. I think we can take another 50,000 out and we'll be fine with the cattle. Pumpkins filling right up again. Like to see it. Yeah, so let's click over here. Let's go. Let's see where the grass fields are. Take peas off, just make sure. So field 3, which is part of a big section, 620. We're gonna say no. That's 142. Just under 12 acres. Not shabby at all. Now all this is priced together in sections. A little bit too much for us, if I'm being honest, So I mean, that's really it out there. I mean, we could turn that into grass. We could also maybe purchase these 9 acres for 86,000 and turn that into grass. That's 142 for 12, so 4 more acres. I mean, I think honestly we might have to stretch for, we could get, it's 150 something, right? 152,000 for those two. So 5.5. We'll round that to 9. 14 acres. Yeah, I mean, that's manageable. Definitely manageable. That's 18 acres. Nothing says we can't turn that into a massive grass field and keep these little ones that we have here, which is a good possibility, for us. Field 15 could also go grass. Might be able to open up the tree line a little bit. Actually, let's look at one more thing while we're here. So 162 there. 112 there. We should be good financially with that. Can't touch that. Already definitely can't touch that. Which, oh yeah, we've done some liming or fertilizing on that field. So I'm thinking, I don't know what that is. These two, that one, that one. That should cap us out. Because the rest of them, they're expensive. I mean, that one's 91. That one's 10 acres. 141 for that one. So, and grass would think would be a little bit cheaper, but we can get those probably turned over and seeded. I think that might be the ideal goal there. This worker's working alright. So it looks like that corner is clean. Corner up there, not so clean. Two corners down there, not too clean. But, yeah, I think for right now, until we know we're going to plant corn, we're going to hold off on that corn dryer, I think. But we did need to get that, you know, we've been planning about getting that area down in front of us leveled out, kind of cleaned. So, it worked out. Great demand at the livestock bales. Anything we have. I mean, methane right now is booming. 457. Usually goes for 449. $11,000. I think we gotta move it. I want to kind of get this guy set up on the next field and work in that. Yeah, methane, I mean, that's a pretty good price. It's above right now, so we might have to rent some of that to town, pay that off. Like I said, the focus right now is beans. You know, it's looking like a good day, 69 degrees out, cloudy later. But I think our big focus is definitely got to be take care of the beans. You know, we get those up, we start going to work. I don't know what's in those other two fields, actually. So, sunflowers in 20. 21 looks like nothing. Unless that was peas. Nope, that is nothing. So that is cultivated already. I think we got to buy that. I think that's got to be something we think about. Field 20. I mean, this has got to be the year I think we really need to expand our land. Because we're getting by with the machinery we have. We just need to get more land, have more stuff coming in. Our herd will be growing in a couple more months. I think we're at like 50%, some of them, and some are at 40% reproduction rate. So, yeah. So sunflowers down there ready to harvest too. Cotton's ready to harvest. So once those are off the fields, we'll be able to purchase those fields. Pretty decent values, as I stated. Trying to see, what is that in there? There's like a darker mark of soybean in there. We got through this field within a little over an hour. So pretty good. I'm probably gonna hop in here. Actually, you know what I should do? Should just drive through, put it on the other side. There we go. Leave that there for now. Should complete it. Yep. Let's clean this all up, you know? Get every bean we can off this field. So we're gonna run up. We're gonna take care of the stuff up here. I'm gonna do a little edge work. I know there's a bean or two here. There we go. lift this up. But yeah, this won't take us too long. The field across will take us obviously, I think by late afternoon, early evening, we'll be completely done our harvest on our farm. And we'll hopefully have some decent outlooks going into the next year. But like I said, we've got that taken care of. I just got to figure out what I should actually be putting down there. Kind of want to go back to corn. We've pushed the beans. We have the beans, so we can make some income off of them. But it's also the point now. Probably should run some corn and use a corn dryer. So there we go. I'm gonna get this worker started over here. If we don't get stuck, let's shut that off. Could run some water. Creek's picking right up again after all that rain the other day. What's crazy to me is there's still lime on this field. Did I over lime it? That is what I'm slightly worried that I made an error on. Is that I over limed this field. So we can clear that current course. Didn't have to go all the way out like I just did. Let's get the target picked, right? There we go. 3 headlands. That should be enough. As long as it goes up and down long. There we go. Perfect. We'll send him on his way. There we go. I guess he was just waiting for me. Can we jump the creek? Let's do it. Oh, we got wet. Alright, let's run up here. We're gonna set the trailer off over here. And we'll just let them load it. Not the safest method, probably, but gets the job done. Probably should set up like an auto drive or something, but I plan on expanding the size of this field. So, made no sense of creating a course over here, saving anything when we're just going to be making adjustments. So, focus right now, we're going to get the methane. We are going to go sell some methane and make some money. Sure, it's only like $11,000, right? But it's money. Yeah, 11.9. Gotta do it. Why not? We'll see how it goes. There we go. Just turn right around. Perfect. And I'm back. There we go. Was not fully hooked in. A little dangerous. We're also going to swing out on the road. Don't see too much traffic up here. Alright, so we've now delivered the methane. We should be seeing an actual payment. Oh, I just realized we're on the wrong side of the gleaner. Should be seeing a payment for that coming in shortly once they get caught up down there. But we'll also be getting an electrical payment, I believe. Alright, put the auger out. There we go. So we'll run the grain cart a little bit. Get this field done like I said, and things are going well. So Some we get paid by the methane, get paid by the electric. I think we could end the day over 500 grand in the bank. And once we're done this field, I am purchasing it. So excited for that. Be pretty cool. Well, he's running back and forth. I think even though this is only just under half full, we're gonna go fill the front of the truck. Get that taken care of. Man, the weeds in that field are crazy. So 18,000 liters, according to that scale right there. 525 bushels. There we go. We'll unload the grain cart. I want to think, should we go back to making that a cornfield right next to the barn next year? Or should we turn all this into a cornfield and create some dry corn with it? Looks like I'm going to have to turn it back up a little bit. Here we go. Too far over? I think we're too far. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't activating. But yeah, we'll, like I said, finish up this field, and we've got to start thinking about our game plan. As far as what we could build over in the lot, we just kind of opened up. Land purchasing, which we're in pretty good shape. Not where we were coming out of last winter, where, you know, the pumpkin sale saved us, essentially. So, actually, I just realized we're driving down the wrong way again. We should be at this end, and then we can follow him back while he's running and unload him that way. But, yeah. I mean, I gotta say, every time I play this map, it feels good to play this map. Yeah, I know I've said that about some other maps, which are still good, and still go back to them. This just has a nice feel to it, you know, especially for a standard size map. I mean, I think that's the more impressive thing, is how it feels. Oh yeah, I still play on some 4Xs as well, which are great maps. Some of them out there. And I'll probably pronounce it wrong over and over, but trying out Tahitian. UMRVO is good, even though it brings the big fields, but it has that, you know, town city feel. Didn't realize he was going to stop. Must have that setting on. Well, I think we should let him go, and then we'll go see what we can do around the farm while we wait. Run the grain cart, I guess. Or I can just sit here, but I won't force you to all sit through that. So I'll see you after. So we are at 97% in this, so I'm just going to unload it, get it out of the way. What we're going to do is, we'll always try to go up, and it never ends well. We're going to try to come around. Slipping a little bit right here, but should be able to get around this corner. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. But we'll get those beans loaded in. By then they should be done that field, and we'll just use the grain cart to come up here and fill a side bin on this. Should just make it in there. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, probably should turn this on, right? There we go. Perfect. Love to see it. Those beans in there. Like I said, I'll pull forward and we'll just leave the truck here after that. Or the grain cart can just run over and fill it up. Here we go. So we'll leave that like so. We'll run down here. And we'll get in our grain cart and unload the gleaner. Should be finishing up right now. Once we get this loaded, I mean, I think that's kind of our day on this episode. You know, we've sold some methane. Let's actually go in here and make sure we have our electric charge ready to go. We're going to sell that, right? We got to put some more silage in there. What we can spare. May even actually try to mow this again. Or just plow it under. Haven't decided yet. But we'll get this unloaded. We'll get this up there. And into the bin. A pretty productive October 2nd day. It's been a pretty busy October altogether, for being honest. 123.7 bushels in that. A little less strip. Would have been just too much to fit in the truck. Just barely. So I think they did pretty good laying down the gravel. Like I said, we want the building areas to be over there. Now, thought of doing silage barn was something that crossed my mind. Or just straight up Holland grass. Either or, you know? It's just something for us to think about. There we go. That should go right in there. Thought I left the door open, but maybe I did not. So what I'm going to do is actually park this here right now. There might be a couple of harvest contracts we need to take care of, but let's run over in the truck. Yeah, gotta reopen the door. And that will do it for this episode. We'll shut it all down. We'll get this bin cap shut. And we are good to go. Another productive episode. You know, we got the important thing. Hopefully our money crop this year. Soybeans. I mean, essentially it's got to be because there's oats. Is the only other option. Pumpkins might be money for us. Though not as much. Silage has actually been pretty good for us with that mini BGA. So, I mean, now we actually, you know what we could do? We're gonna grab this, move this off. Not that it really matters. We can purchase our land. So like I said, definitely we want some grass. It's early in the year. So I think, I mean early in the year, it's, sorry, late in the year, a little tired. You know, we could seed grass right now. If we're able to buy those other 2 fields away at the end and turn that into 1. I mean, that's a possibility for us. We'll clean all that up after. So I might do some more harvest contracts. But let's go in here. Let's see. Alright, so we harvested that, right? Let's go. And we're leasing. So do I dissolve the lease? Or am I able to go in here? And now let's say it says I want to sell. So we gotta dissolve the lease. Because it doesn't give me the option to buy it outright, which I thought it used to. So we dissolve that lease, right? How much more does that become? Nope, stays the same. So 162,000. Maybe it was slightly less. Could be wrong. Point is, we're buying it. We had a great yield on it. We're going to plow it, expand it, make it worth more. We might move the road over a little bit as well. But good there. We're down to 328 now. Like I said, field 11. Can they harvest it, please? 112,000. We'll purchase that. I mean, ideally, I think that's the plan. Field 21, field 18. Keep everything somewhat close to the farm. You know, I really don't want to be driving all the way down here for this field, which is 142 grand. I get more acreage and we're going to clean up those tree lines, so let's buy another piece of land, right? Okay, that's really all we can do right now until they take off those 2 crops. And then we'll be able to harvest those. Or not harvest those, but, you know, farm those. Purchase those and farm them. So we're expanding. It's good news. That's what we like to see. When we're here, 8,000 to purchase the soil information. Yes, we want this. Probably actually shouldn't have did that until we opened up the rest of the land. That was a rookie error, we'll call that. But we got enough to purchase the last 2 bits. Like I said, going well. We'll leave it at that for this episode. We're finally building up a recurring income, which is good. It can only go up from here. Until next time, thank you as always. Farmer Taz out.